What's up, you guys? This is Steven, and I'm back with another photo analysis. This time I'll be analyzing the album cover for Utada Hikaru's album Exodus. And this was the album cover for her, you know, her English language debut album, not including Precious. And, you know, this was the cover that was used to, sell and promote the album. And for me, the theme of this album is Exodus. And when I look at this picture, I think overall, I think that she captured that theme barely. I think barely it was captured. She does look like she's about to go somewhere. So, hence the Exodus. And, she has wind in the hair, though she might already have been somewhere or still going somewhere. So, I think the theme was captured ultimately. It could have been captured better, but nevertheless, I feel that she captured the theme. I don't like the coat, the color of the coat. It's like a weird coloration going on there. I don't know what's up with that. It looks weird, and it looks like wrinkled, and it looks like that's the style of the coat too, which makes it even worse. Just because who would make a coat like that? So wardrobe, whoever did the wardrobe, they need to be reprimanded for that. And it looks like Utada might have been in a rush, because it looks like her coat isn't zipped up. So hence factoring in, hence going into the theme of Exodus again, since she's making an Exodus and she might be in a rush to do it. Let's see. Her facial expression, it could have been better. It's a bit on the nose. It's like, what is she thinking? When you look at her facial expression, can you tell what she's thinking with this facial expression? If she had maybe a bit of fear, then that would have worked. If she had a bit of like a determined look, that could have worked. If if she had some sort of facial expression that told a story, it could have worked better. So, the facial expression is sort of a letdown here. It's a bit, blank. I think that's the word. Like, it's just blank. Her hair, her hair in this photo, it works for the theme, which is Exodus. So I'll give her a pass on that. However, it's a bit of a mess, but again, it works with the theme as well. It looks like it has, it looks like wind in the hair a little bit, and that works well. But her hair looks disheveled, but you get a pass on that because it goes with the theme. Her hand, it's decent. It should have been clutching her coat, and that would have sold the photo even better because it would have factored into the theme. It's kind of like it's telling a story. You're telling a story with this photo, or you should be telling a story. And by her clutching her hand and clutching her coat, that would have told more of a story and gave more, gave whoever's looking at this photo more idea of her emotion in this photo, But then again, if she clutched her hand but had a blank facial expression, that may have been a bit odd. It's like your hands are saying something, but your face isn't, But if her face said it, and if her face said an emotion and her hands weren't clutched like it is in this photo, it would be all good. Everything would work out pretty well. Let's see, what else can I really say? The Photoshop, it seems like they have kind of darkened the background outside of anything that has to do with Utada Hikaru. If you look at the photo, you notice it's like a white outline when around Utada. and I think that's interesting. I don't think it was necessary. I think that the white background would have worked just as well, if not better. But it's something. I don't really think there's much else I can say about this photo. I think it does the job. You know, it fulfilled the brief, which was Exodus, I assume. The next photo is of Utada Hikaru's album cover for Exodus for the UK. So the UK got a special album cover. And to me, it seems like she's saying that, with this album cover, that she don't really like the UK too much, because I don't think this is the best album cover as far as to introduce yourself to a new audience. It looks like that, she has joined the quote-unquote alumni association, if you know what I'm speaking about. And I'm not speaking about an actual alumni association. But it looks like she, joined that association with this photo. It looks a little creepy. It's interesting, but it looks a little creepy. And for people who don't know her and who are just being introduced to her, this is might be a turnoff for them. It might, hey, this chick looks a bit too weird. I'm not comfortable with this being in my house, perhaps. And her facial expression, it seems like she might be kind of saying something, maybe, but it probably is better that she didn't say anything and just let her facial expression maybe blank for this particular album cover. Because if she was had a determined look, then it's like, oh wow, she's joined the alumni association. But if she had a fearful look, then it's like, oh wow, the alumni association got her. I don't know. I don't think this was the best photo or best album cover for Utada Hikaru at this point in her career, if not ever, really. The clothing, you can't really see much, but it's covering up her neck. I think that works. That works pretty well. And it's because I think Utada had her neck positioned well in this photo. Her hair, you can't really notice much of it. But it's decent. And her eyes look, again, like she's associated with the alumni association. And her lips look nice. I just feel like, this probably is an album cover that should have been put in the no pile instead of the yes pile. This should have been like an outtake, perhaps. Or maybe this could have just been put in as a photo for her album. Just put it somewhere else. Maybe this could be like a photo that she puts at the end or in the middle of her, album booklet. But, it's interesting that she has those, that marking on her. But I think if you look at that closely, then it kind of seems to take away from it. If you look at it for too long, it seems to take away from, Utada Hikaru. So ultimately, this album cover is a no for me. I will stick with the Japanese and US version of the album cover, Exodus. But that's all I have to say. Thanks a lot for watching. Feel free to comment. Feel free to subscribe. Feel free to give me a thumbs up. It's always appreciated. And hey, what do you think? But until the next video, adios and goodbye for now.